Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to go over the top 10 essentials. I kind of have a little list here written for festivals. This is music festivals, overnight festivals, not just concerts. This would be somewhere where you're going to be actually spending the night. I got my top 10 essentials that you need for festivals. I'm going to list them all and we'll go through each of them. I'll tell you why I think they need to be on the top 10 list. And then I'm going to give you an alternative, like a cheaper option. So when I first started, that's what I did. I used the cheaper option. So the first thing is earplugs. When I first started going to like the gathering and festivals, I used the little free rubbery ones that you got from work. They're a pain, but it works. This last year, actually, we upgraded to this particular brand right here where they're clear and then they have a necklace with them. I highly recommend that because DC did not put his necklace on them and one popped out and they're clear and it was at night outside and we had a hell of a time trying to find it. We did find it though. I think these run about anywhere, a good pair would run between like $20 and $30. They allow you to literally hear someone talking right next to you, but it like drowns out the loud bass. And I have gotten a lot of like, I don't want to say people are blowing me shit or making fun of me, but I have heard a few times from people like that they can't imagine wearing earplugs. Like that's the whole point of going to a festival. If you've ever been to a festival and you've been super close and it's like you can't almost not hear the person rapping or the lyrics they're singing, when you put earplugs in, it like kind of drowns out some of that background noise and you can hear the artist like better. So I encourage you to try it. There has been festivals where it actually made things a little bit worse because the surround system was really bad. We went to one in particular a few weeks ago where I kind of like pulled them out just a little bit to let a little bit more in, and it was perfect. Because having them completely in with their bad audio, it was just not a good mix. But I do like this brand. But if you see here, somebody. Oh, wait, you can't see it on my screen. Somebody took these like really cheap ones and made a necklace out of them. So you could totally do something like that. Moving on, the next thing is a battery bank, and I would recommend taking two. They have these that are solar ones. They are nice, but I also have like a plain one, and I prefer the plain one. I feel like it charges better. Actually, I have this almost exact one, but it's blue. They range about $20 to $30 as well. I actually, when I first started going to festivals, had some free ones from college and other organizations can give you like free battery banks when you go to like events and stuff. You could also ask a friend to borrow a couple. The more the merrier. I take four when I go to the gathering. I take four. Two solars, two non. So when we leave for the day or whatever, the solar ones go on top of the car. You literally can't even see them. I've never had an issue with someone stealing them. You don't even know they're up there. And then the two other ones I keep with me. And then, at night we alternate them. I would also recommend when it comes to battery banks that you take two phone charging cords because you don't want to be stuck at a festival and have a short wire, but also somebody else might need to charge too. And it would be really nice to have two cords, and if one of your cords breaks, you're not completely screwed. So number two, battery bank and two cords for sure, for sure. Yeah, this was a free one that you can tell like someone's logos on it. I had a couple of these from college. They have bigger ones. I don't recommend the bigger ones because like you're not going to take that in your festival backpack and walk around a festival. But the little ones for sure. They have tons of them. You can look online. Next is a good flashlight, and not just a flashlight, but a clip-on flashlight that can clip on to the outside of your festival bag. That's important because you need to get access to it easily. You can't use a flashlight to dig in your backpack to find your flashlight. You get what I'm saying? So you definitely want one that clips on the outside. This is similar to the one I have. I think it was like $10. And then you can buy like clips like this. I'm trying to find another one. Some of them come with, like this one comes with a little clippy on it. I would recommend, I don't know what they're called, these big clips. That's what I would recommend. Getting one of those and then going and getting like a nice flashlight like this. I would not get a rechargeable one. I'd get one with batteries, and I would pack one extra set of batteries in your festival backpack. This was a total game changer for multiple reasons. The first reason is it is really good to dig in your backpack at night at festivals. But the main reason I used it for was porta potties. People go in there and they shit and piss in dark. Trust me. You want to be able to see. Also, it's good for safety. In the group that I was in, I would often like have the flashlight in front of me because I was the shortest on the ground, and then the whole group would follow me through the parking lot and the car and the festival and stuff. It made it easier for my friends to see where they were going. I can look where I'm stepping, so I'm not gonna like step in a pothole or like break my ankle. But also, they know if they follow me, I'm going in the easiest, flattest path possible. So it is safer for everybody, and we don't lose people as easily. Also, in big crowds, you're shining a flashlight and you're going through the crowd. People don't know if you're staff, if there's a medical emergency. Usually, people move out of the way for you. So that's nice. And also, like when DC dropped his earbud, I literally pulled my flashlight out and I was like, all right, where's this motherfucker at? And I'm looking, it took us forever, but we did find it. So, flashlight for sure. Next thing is a neck fan. I actually have one really similar to this. I recommend this type because you can move and bend them. So if you want it more like on your neck or more on your face, I just recommend getting one. They're like 10 to 15 bucks. I really recommend getting them. I got a cheap little handheld one from, I think it was like a yard sale, and I still take that one for emergencies. But since stepping up or what do you call that? Not stepping up. It lost me. Yeah, it looks like this one. So you can kind of like lay down with it. You can stand with it. You can pull it closer. If you get too cold, you can kind of put it away. Total game changer. You don't think you're going to get overheated. And like this last festival, I didn't get overheated. It was really nice out. But on the drive home, our dogs were getting overheated. And I was able to put this fan in the back seat, blowing on them. And they both went right to sleep. It was perfect. So I'd highly recommend it. Even if you don't think you might need it, you might want it, or somebody else might need it, and it would be nice to have. Game changer also would be a good scarf. I know this is kind of like underrated. I don't see a lot of people doing this, but there's multiple reasons to take a good scarf. One, you can obviously wrap it around your head, keep the sun off your neck, your face. You never know. You might be starting to get sunburnt. You never know. And that's a game changer for sure. Just to get the sun off of you. If you're starting to get overheated, you can get it wet with cold water and wrap it around your neck, instantly cool you off. The other thing is the Super Gathering down in southern Indiana was at this like dirt bike place. It was so dusty. I think me and DC both were like coughing and hacking for like 2 weeks after the gathering, just because of all the dust we were breathing in. I was like, it would have been really nice to have a scarf, which we didn't then. And I kind of regretted that because I could have wrapped it around just when we were walking from, stage to stage, because they had people on golf carts and little mopeds, and they would go by you on these dirt trails and it would kick it all up. So it would have been nice to have something like that just for the walking purposes. And they make like special rave scarves, you can see here. And scarves fold up really flat. The other thing, if you get a big enough one like this girl has here, you can actually like wrap it around your shoulders if you get cold at night. So that's also a really good thing. 100% a scarf. And something I just realized is not on this list, bug spray. You'll thank me later. I always take bug spray. Another thing, moving on, number 6 is a waterproof phone case. The first few gatherings I went to, I just take Ziploc baggies. You can get these for pretty inexpensive, like at Walmart and stuff. But honestly, I just prefer Ziploc baggies. I put my battery banks in there, my cords in there, and my phone in there, and my wallet. It all goes in a Ziploc baggie in my pockets. If you're doing like Faygo showers or you're going to go up to the mosh pit or something, you might want that. But also, one year I forgot to pack a poncho and I had an umbrella, but not a poncho. And so my pockets and my backpack still got wet because the rain was like pouring in underneath my umbrella. Like the wind was blowing the rain in. So that was a time where I was so glad I had the Ziploc baggies so at least my stuff didn't get like ruined. And that's another thing. Just fuck the umbrella, okay? You can bring an umbrella if you want to keep the sun off of you. I would just recommend a hat instead of an umbrella because the wind and it's just kind of a pain. But a poncho in case you get rained out, total game changer. Especially if you're trying to wear the same clothes for more than one day or you got a backpack on like I do. The backpack goes underneath the poncho and you're safe. Total game changer. Moving on. I have an emergency. I will be right back. Sorry about that. I am back, guys. Editing might be a little bit weird there because I'm going to have to just merge the two clips on YouTube. Unfortunately, I can't edit files that are this big on my editor. But right where we left off, number 7, meds, medications, and extras. You do not need one of these fancy dancy thingies. You can literally just get, where is it? I literally just seen one. Like the pill boxes right here, where it's like Monday through Sunday or whatever. You can just get one like that. You don't need to get anything fancy. Yeah, like this one. And I would put, for example, like in the Monday spot, I'd put like allergy medicine. In the Tuesday spot, you put like migraine medicine. I really recommend doing this, even if you think you don't need it. So I would take anti-diarrhea medicine. I would take Tums or heartburn medicine. Stuff that maybe you don't use often, but if you needed it, it could be like a huge quality of life thing. So I usually too, I have extra antibiotics. And sometimes I'll take like just a couple too with me. I've never really had to use it. But there's one time, it was like right after COVID. It was like the first concert we went to. And I started to feel sick after the first day. And I was like, oh no. And so I took the antibiotic once a day. And I felt better. And I only took it for like 3 days or something like that. And then we went home. And I did. I got sick. But having the medicine there, it's a total game changer. I recommend definitely allergy medicine, some kind of painkiller, whatever you prefer. I recommend maybe 2 different forms of painkiller in case somebody else like can't have ibuprofen, they want something else or whatever. And then for sure, like just whatever you take. And also bring your vitamins and stuff in this, your everyday medicine, anti-anxiety, something like that you think you might need at a festival, I would for sure take. Also, if you're on something urgent like blood pressure medicine or any kind of heart medication where it's like if you ran out you would be screwed, definitely take extra, 100%. Because this actually happened to me in DC. Our car broke down and so we ended up staying longer than expected. It's good to have medicine. So if you're on birth control, something that has to be like every day or it won't be effective, or any kind of like antidepressant, heart medicine, whatever, definitely take extras if you can. You never know. You could be stranded for a couple days while they work on your car. It's just a couple extra pills. If you're already going to be taking like a pill box like this, what do you have to lose? You know what I mean? That's what I say. Next, number 8 would be baby wipes or wet wipes. If you can, maybe try to get one of them to be antibacterial to wipe down the outhouses. Because let me tell you, as the festival goes on, they just get dirtier. But having something, oh, sorry, my little accent came out there. Having something that is antibacterial to wash your hands with before you eat, to wipe the porta potties down, to wipe your hands down afterwards, game changer. And will help keep you from getting sick. And then something like more subtle, like this is for sensitive skin or fragrance free or whatever. You can get that for like your armpits, your groin area. I don't even use toilet paper in the outhouses. I use baby wipes or wet wipes. And then, they make, is it Cottonelle? Is that the brand of toilet paper? They make like flushable wet wipes. I use those. They have like a texture to them. So they're really good for like getting old deodorant off and wiping down your body and then putting fresh deodorant on. I definitely recommend getting 2 different kinds like that for sure. The last thing, number 10, is something that I never hear anyone talk about, but that is called Liquid Stitch, or here it's called New Skin. And it's in a little brown bottle. Pull that bigger for you. It's in this glass bottle. It's called Liquid Bandage. And it looks like it's running less than $5. It's like $3 and some odd change. I really recommend this stuff. If you're at a festival and you're sweating or you're getting like Faygo poured on you, Band-Aids aren't going to stick. This shit sticks. It's literally like a liquid glue kind of consistency that you can put on open wounds, bug bites, scratches, you name it. It'll keep dirt out. You keep it kind of enclosed and you're not going to get infected. Make sure you clean the area first. And then you will notice over time this starts to kind of peel like a sunburn. The only way to get this off is you're going to apply more, and then you would use a wet wipe and wipe it all off. Otherwise, it just doesn't just come off on its own. So that is my top 10, plus the rain poncho, which should be 11. So I leave it up to you. I would not pack an umbrella and a rain poncho. That's like too much. But I would choose one or the other. Choose what's best for you. I've done the umbrella for a few years. I highly recommend the rain poncho over the umbrella. Get one that has a hood and has a tether so you can tighten it and make sure that it's like a bigger size so that you can put your backpack on and the rain poncho still cover you. But that is what I recommend. Just to recap, earplugs, battery bank with extra cords, a flashlight with a hook on it, a neck fan, any kind of waterproof phone case. I use Ziploc baggies, extra medicine, baby wipes, wet wipes, liquid stitch, and an umbrella or a rain poncho, and bug spray. Suntan, sun lotion. You know what I mean? And bug spray. Also, depending on where you're going, you just never know. It's good to have it. If I forgot anything that you think definitely should have made this list, comment down below so that we can share with each other and make a safe place for people to get information on going to festivals, especially if it's their first time. We want people to be prepared, educated, and be able to enjoy themselves. So let's have a safe and a fun environment down below and sharing different things. And I will see you guys next time.